Today I wanted to show you how it looks on the drum carder when one of the crazy art bats is made. It's like a textury, this is actually what the bat looks like, but you see it's full of all kinds of rich texture and color and fiber. Basically, this is a Strauch Petite Drum Carder. It is my best friend and I love it to death. But basically, I take all the different types of fiber and I card them using this, and then I spin them on my wheel. Today we're working with some merino. It's hand painted. I have multiple colors. What I'm going to be doing first, I like to create a base, a good base, and I just pulled that that fiber that I just showed you, that carded bat I just showed you, off the drum carder, so there's still a little bit of that left on the wheel. Normally I would clean it. It would start clean, so I didn't have contamination from the last bat that I made in there. But basically this is all going to go into the same yarn. I have Firestar, which is sparkly and fun. I'll throw that in there. A little bit of Firestar really does go a long way. It gathers up. I don't really like the way it looks when I spin it, when there's too much of it, so I try to separate it out as much as I can. Now, when you're using what I have here, I have some yarn bits, and I have some different painted locks and other yarn, sort of just a mixture of different things. Some silk, sorry silk. That's kind of a lot there. What I do is I spread it out across the feeder here, and then the best thing to do, I have found with this carder for sure, is to put a layer of merino over the top of what you want to card in. It kind of sandwiches it in, but it also kind of gives you a barrier, and it helps to lock all the crazy fibers into your carder and into your bat. So you'll see they'll start going on. And this here is just raw silk. It creates really cool texture in your bat as well. Now I have all of these really great long locks. There were Cotswold locks that I over dyed. They were a darker color, so I just threw a little bit of dye on them Now I love having these little curly cues hanging out throughout my bats. So I'm gonna put this in here, but I don't want the carder to eat this up. So I'm gonna be sure that I have a good layer of merino over the top of it. I want the locks in my bat just so it's easier to spin with them. Instead of having to pull them individually out of a basket and adding them in, I can just spin right from my bat. But I don't want the carder to eat them up. So see, they're pretty much protected. And then see, you didn't hear the crunching like you do with a lot of it. Put a little bit more of the firestar, some of the silk, with some more texture here. Pieces of felt, little felted nubs, and I don't know, when you're creating these, I really think the more crazy fun stuff you can find to throw in there, the better your end yarn will turn out, because it's fun. And it's part of why I started spinning, just because I really like to see all the different types of textures and fibers and everything together. It's my favorite part. So in a nutshell, this is how I make all of my crazy textured bats. You know that your drum carder's full when it starts leaving the fiber on the small drum. So then, I'll see if I can show this to you. This is the bat. And you take, I have a hook that came with my carder, and you just pull and that is the bat. I roll it up, and then it'll go on the spinning wheel.